Hello all, welcome back. From last few sessions, we are understanding how to create the context and how to consume that context value with the help of use context. At the same time, we understand how to create multiple context. At the same time, we understand what is the importance of the default value, in which situation it is going to be helpful, and at the same time, you can attach multiple context to one component, or you can attach different context to different levels. Okay, and you can add numbers, booleans, arrays, and objects. At the same time, array of objects, whatever the information you want to pass it down to the all the children, you can store that in the context. At the same time, we understand you can attach some information which is there in the state. Suppose in a app component or any root component, if you have a state, and you can attach that state to context, so that if we have done any changes to that state, it will reflect in all the places. But here we need to understand another important thing, that is how to update the context value from the children. That is very important. Okay, let's see. So I will show you through diagrammatically, so that you will understand. So we have, suppose this is the app component, and this is a component A, this is component B, this is component C, and this is component D. So just wait for 30 seconds. Let me draw it clearly. If you're watching the video, you can forward it for 30 seconds or 40 seconds or 1 minute. So this is a component, root component, that is app component for us. This is A, and this is B, and this is C, and this is D. Okay. So here we are creating a user context, or right now just take the simple value as a count context or cart. Okay, cart details. Okay, cart context. So because you are going to store the e-commerce cart information in that context. Suppose right now I'm just dealing with a number. So initially the count is 1. Okay, how many items are there in the context cart? You can store this place. So if you wrap this cart context to the app component, root component, okay, so from any children you can access that information. So if you want to see that cart information, so I'm just putting the cart information like this. Okay, you can read from this context by the component D. It's fantastic. So, but I want to update these details. Suppose if you have any add to cart information or any product listing page in the component D. Okay, and if you click on that add to cart, so if you should able to update this value. You should able to add the new item, or at least here we are dealing with the numbers, right? At least you should able to increase or decrease this count. So far we understand you can read the information in one direction, that is from context to the component, or you can read any children in that component in the R component. So now we should understand, is there any way to update this count value which is there in the context? So that is very important. So if you understand that, yes, you can understand easily how this cart is working. Because if you see, this is common for the whole application. So we are storing that information in the context. Okay, either we are going to deal with the context, or we are going to learn Redux, that is a third party library. So both are same. So we are going to store that information in the context, and we are going to wrap that context to the root component, that is app component, so that in every component in your application, okay, from anywhere you can read that information. Okay, suppose if you click on this, we are going to the checkout page. Okay, in checkout page also you are able to see how many items are there, right? And even if you go to proceed to buy at the same, that is a different component. In that component also you can read that information, how many items are there, what is the total price and everything. You can read that value. But here in this application, if you see, if you go to, like, say, suppose iPhone 14 or something. Okay, so right now the cart information is 4, that is there in the context. Okay, that is there in the context. So I'm just opening this one and clicking on add to cart. Okay, clicking on add to cart. So here, whenever I click on add to cart, it is going to add this product details into the cart. Okay, in this they are maintaining in the object form. So if you click on this add to cart, so how many items we have added? One item. So the cart should be updated. So now just go to the cart. So the cart has updated. That means from any place in the component tree, you should get an access to this context to update the value. Right now the cart count is 1. Whenever you add to cart, from, suppose, just imagine the D is a uh, iPhone. It is going to display in the iPhone. Suppose some from C you are going to display some like computers or laptops, or at the same time any product like bicycles or something. So if you click on add to cart, so it should able to add that information into the common context. Okay, but how to achieve that? Okay, there is no direct way, but we should learn some super interesting concepts, that is called reducer. Okay, so reducer, that means we should attach the state. Okay, not just like a use state. Okay, we should understand the concept called reducer. We should take help from the reducer. We should take help from a reducer. And this reducer, okay, we are going to attach some state to the reducer. Okay, don't worry, I'm going to explain everything. And you are going to we need to configure this a new state, new, so some state, and the reducer to the context. So if you just build the relation between this context and the state and the reducer, so you can achieve this kind of implementation. So once you understand this concept, yes, you're absolutely ready to work on e-commerce applications. Once you understand how to create the component, how to maintain the parent and child relationship, and at the same time you have already understand how to maintain the state in the component, and you understand the life cycle method with the help of use effect, and you understand the context. Now you are going to understand reducer. Okay, this the same concept we are going to use in the redux. Okay, once you understand this properly, you are going to understand the redux also very easily. So once you understand these concepts, of course there are other hooks are there, other concepts are there, but this is the core thing. So once you understand these fundamentals and remaining things, you can learn easily. So here, even you can go to the documentation. Like reading the documentation is very important. So here clearly saying, so I can't find a way to change the context value. Okay, if you want to change the context value, so what is saying, add state and wrap components in context provider. Okay, don't worry. Okay, I'm not going to read the documentation. Okay, I'm going to explain each and everything for you. So the next, what we need to understand, so we should understand the super important concept called reducer. Is that reducer? Okay, before going to implement the reducer, understanding the reducer, okay, I will just give some simple example to understand what is the difference between use state and maintaining the information with the help of reducer. Okay, with some real-time example. Okay, tomorrow we are going to enter into the actual topic, but whatever we are going to discuss now is very very important to understand why we need a reducer. Okay, why can't we deal with a state? So tomorrow I will create some examples so that you will understand easily. Okay, want to understand what we are talking?
Yeah, Raghu.
Fantastic. So now we can take some example. So Varun, just tell me what is your favorite sweet shop in Hyderabad?
Right now there is not no
Nothing. Just tell me at least one name which you know.
polarity.
Already. Okay. Sweet shop means most of the people are familiar with already. Okay, sweet shop. Okay, let's understand the story. Yeah, he's from I think Rayalaseema from Andhra. Okay, so he started a sweet shop. Okay, initially he started. Okay, I'm just adding some story. Don't worry that it's a real story or not. Okay, suppose if you want to start, suppose I want to start some sweet shop. So anyway, uh, suppose I just write Raghu's sweets. Okay. So initially I want to start a shop. So initially I was the only person. I prepared the sweets and if customers come. Okay, suppose Varun, do you purchase sweets from my sweet house?
Yeah,
If sweets are good. Okay, suppose the sweets are there. Okay, this is just I have only one tray. Okay, here I'm just placing all the sweets. Here I'm just placing all the sweets. Okay, the customer came. Customer came, and suppose Varun came. Here Raghu is there. He's purchasing all the sweets, and here Varun came first. So in the initially, suppose we don't know, right, how many customers will come, how many people come. So I don't need to add extra people, right? Like for serving or just providing the bills or something. We don't need all the setup initially because I don't know whether this is going to be successful or not. Okay, that's why I didn't appoint anyone because I have a very low budget. Just I have one tray or one bandicoot, whatever you can say, a small stall. So I was the only person. Okay, and I will prepare all the sweets and I will bring it to the shop. Okay, if sub Varun came, okay, Varun, if Varun gives 5 rupees or 10 rupees, okay, I will give one sweet to Varun. Directly. So I'm just giving one sweet to the Varun. Okay, and later, suppose if another person came, Vasanta came. Vasanta asked me that okay, she wants two sweets. Okay, so okay, fine. So I can just take that sweets from this tray, or I'm just giving. Okay, after that, what I will do, I need to add more sweets to here. So I will bring a lot of sweets from my home, and or at least backup is there in another box. So I'm going to fill this box. Okay, and this is fine. So things are going good. Things are going good. But this is like a use state. Okay, just understand. Okay, I'm just giving some. This is a use state. You are storing the information in the use state and directly you are updating. Like of course we should not mutate. We should with the help of set state, right, Varun? With the help of set state, what you can do, you can increment or decrement, or you can add increment method, decrement method. And if you just invoke increment, it is going to add new suites here. If you just click on decrement, it is going to just take that suites and hand over to other persons. Okay, so don't worry, this is just a use state. I will explain once we understand what is a shop and all those things. Okay, now tell me, Varun, suppose business is growing very fast. Business is going very fast. Okay, so on the first day I got only 10 customers. So after 1 week, so regularly we are getting 100 customers. Okay, we are getting 100 customers. Now tell me, Varun, what you will do if you are getting more customers. What you will do?
We need to keep more stock.
We need to keep more stock. Very good. Okay, that is ready. Then
Then we need to appoint someone to look after the customers as well. At a one time, we can't.
we can't handle, right? Suppose if 5 to 6 people came at a time, I can handle it. But at a
Yeah.
time, suppose 30 customers came and everyone is asking like, give me that sweet, that sweet. So it's very difficult to handle that situation by one person. So that we need another
Worker.
person.
Worker.
Okay, this is one. So what we need to do, at least we can go with, we can appoint one person, extra person. And any other thing, suppose if they are coming and they are giving money, and suppose 30 people are giving money at a time, I don't know how much money they have given, I don't know how much uh, how many sweets they want. Okay, so it's very difficult to remember, right? For that, what you will do?
We need to appoint cashier or accountant.
Yeah, otherwise at least billing mission is there, right? So normally if you go to
Yeah.
any sweet shop, first what you will do, you will pay money, right?
We'll take the token.
You will pay money. Suppose I need 1 kg. Just tell me, Varun, what is your favorite sweet?
Kalakan.
Huh? Kalakani.
Yes.
So let's say, so now I'm just opening a new sweet shop because you understand, right? We need our person and we need a billing machine and everything. Okay, so that now we need a proper shop. Okay, I from Buddy to the proper shop. So in this shop, okay, because we had we got the more demand for our sweets. So instead of maintaining one tray, I'm just maintaining big tray here. Here I will store. So gulab jamun. Here I will store like kalakan, some other sweets, like something else. Okay, these are the sweet, like different kinds of sweets. So and here we are going to appoint one person, right? One person. Okay, this person is responsible to add sweets and remove sweets from this whole box, right? Varun, this person is
Yeah,
responsible.
Raghu.
So here we are maintaining one desk, one desk. Okay, and here of course definitely we need one person, right? One person. So if customers came, so we need a, suppose for the shop we should have a door. Okay, so they will come. Okay, now Varun came. What is the procedure, Varun? First, Varun, you are the first customer. You're very special to me.
I need to come pay the cash, take the token, and go to that person, sweet person, and collect the sweets.
Oh, that's fantastic. Okay. So you should enter into the door. So you're not going to ask this person, right, directly. What do you need to do?
Mm.
You should
I
come to
need to
this,
pay money.
pay money, and you will get one
Then
receipt, right?
yes,
Get one small receipt. Okay. So now you can show that receipt to that person, right?
yes,
This person will check whether you want 1 kg sweets or 2 kg sweets, whatever it is, and he is going to take sweets from this trays and he will hand over it to you, and then you will be happy and you will enjoy your sweets. Okay. So another customer came. So it's the same procedure, right? He'll come. uh, okay, I should copy like this, right? Yeah. Another person came. So it is not giving 1 minute. Okay. Just I'm copying from here. Okay, new customer came. He's just given some money. He has taken some token. He go to the person, and he will take that one. And if suppose once the sweet boxes are empty, okay, like once all the boxes are empty, then what he will do? So he will call one person, right? He will call from one person from the store. So another person is there. So he will bring all the sweets from the backup or something. Okay, and here also he will hand over to this person because this person is specially we appointed to manage this sweet box store. Okay, sweet box store. So once he hand over that sweets, so what he will do? He will fill the sweets again. He will fill the sweets. Okay. So now here, Varun. Okay, how many new things we have learned here in this? So here, this is the state. Okay, this is the state. Okay, just we can call it. Okay, here there are few important terms are there. First one is a store, right? The whole thing is a store, right? This is a store, sweet shop store, and this person is there now. Okay, we can call this person name as a red user. Okay, and this is there now. This is whole sweet box. All the sweet box are combining. Like either you can store gulab jamuns or any kind of sweets. You can add it. Okay, store is there. One person is there. This is the state. This is the state. This is the state, and the person who is going to update the state, he's the red user, and the whole total system is a store. And here some person is there, the billing, so he will dispatch some receipts, right, or printout. So we can call as a what you can call okay, action creators. Okay, action creator. So right now don't worry, so he is going to um, give some a new action, whether okay, based on that receipt he will take the action, right? So here we can say the simply actions or dispatch action or action creator. Those things we can learn easily. But understand how the store works, sweet shop.
Yeah, yeah.
Then you understand the concept called reducer and the redux. It's very simple. Okay, this is the real-time store, and we need one person to dispatch actions. Okay, customers will come. Customers will come means uh, who is going to try to add to the cart and delete item from the cart. Okay, lots of requests coming, right? So those are the customers. Okay, what customers will do? I need sweets or w- because suppose once he's not happy with that sweet, what he will do? So he will hand over that sweet to you, and I need my money back. Kind of things will happen. So that means so customers will come. Customers will try to add or purchase the things here, and so this person is there. Okay, he's dispatched the actions. So once you should dispatch, you should show that action information to the person, so he will watch what is there in that receipt, and based on that he will take the action. So if you understand this simple thing in a store, if you don't know, just go to any store. Okay, today go to any sweet shop, whether they are following the same structure or not. Maybe you will find instead of one person you can find two or three persons, because maybe that store is big. But mostly the billing, who is giving the billing, definitely one person will be there. Maybe you can add multiple reducers. Yes, in React also, in the concept of Redux also, you can create multiple reducers. You can handle your store properly. The same thing happening in the cart. Okay, the same thing happening in the cart, the whole information, the cart information or user information, everything, because a logged in, right, logged in user, and the cart information. So in that store we are going to create Amazon store. Here we will store the cart details, here we will store the user profile details, here we can store any other information. And one person is there, that is red user. So once you click on add to cart, so add to cart, so at the time we will just invoke dispatch action. So customer will dispatch the action. So that action is going to hand over to the person that is called reducer. He's going to update the cart. This is as simple as that e-commerce applications are working if they have built with a React and Redux. Okay, understood, Varun?
Yeah, Ravi.
So tomorrow we are going to learn what is reducer, how to create the reducer, and how to attach that reducer to the state, and how we can interact with the reducer. First, we can take a simple example. Then we are going to attach this reducer and the state to the context. Then any component in the component tree can read the information from the context, and they can update the information back to the context. So that one single, what we can say, single source of truth, right? So suppose if you go to any component in the Amazon application, from either you can add item from the iPhones or any other item. So end of the day, that will be available in the single place. That is a context. That is the Redux store, whatever it is. So this is very, very interesting, and definitely you will fall in love with this React once you implement. So we are very close to implement Amazon cart structure, so that we can start from tomorrow. But please do practice. Without understanding use state, without understanding use effect, without understanding the fundamentals of the use context, you should not start the use reducer. Don't worry. So first finish whatever we have discussed so far, revise it, remember it, practice it. Okay, once you're clear with all these concepts, then start reducer. Otherwise you will fall into the confusion. So without understanding use state, without understanding use effect, without understanding the fundamentals of the context, if you just try to understand the reducer and the store, definitely you will fall into the confusion. So my sincere request is, first, whatever we have discussed so far in our playlist, complete all the things. Even if you can take 1 week or 2 weeks, no problem. Complete those things. Once you are familiar with all these concepts, then freshly start understanding from next session. Okay. Okay. And thank you, Varun. And see you tomorrow. And we are going to learn what is reducer tomorrow. Bye bye.